真佛宗美国西雅图彩虹雷藏寺恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛主坛10轮金刚护摩法会，以后与会大众请起立，恭迎真佛宗创办人无上法王圣尊莲生活佛，与会大众唱诵莲花童子心咒。我们一起问候师尊好，师母好，大家好。顶礼坛城做观想大礼拜，一拜根本纯诚上师及诸佛，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心上印；2拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心上印；3拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心上印，4平等一起手。恭请师尊接受众线上的众弟子问安。
师尊好，
师尊好，南无师尊，
全部都是999，嗨，师尊好，新年快乐 ，New Year，这是的嘞，
新年
好，阿弥陀佛，这是的嘞，请佛术4 999，
新年快乐，
不好，佛术4 999，新年快乐。
快乐 Happy New Year！
知道了解安普文康的
健康长寿自在，
平安康，
请佛注释
祝祝福健康。
师父好，阿弥陀佛，这期到的请佛注释999，阿依西罗新年，New Year，
Happy New Year！
新年快乐！
健康，
大全地神这么多
快乐！新年快乐！身体健康！祝是长命久久，
身体健康，
佛术4健康寿，
新年快乐！
新年健康长寿，
师尊新年快乐！
新年快乐！
新年快乐！
好，阿弥陀佛，这期到的请佛注释999，爱してる。
健康999，健康999，
大家好，
自在健康，佛就是自在，自在，祝佛健康，祝福大平安，
感恩师尊，
佛健康，
谢师尊，
恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛升法王座。 恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛加持主持者及功德主表格。敬献哈达与会大众虔诚合掌，请释莲泽上师代表与会大众向法王圣尊莲生活佛请法敬献哈达，以表最崇高敬意。南无十轮金刚护摩法会开始，观想真佛宗传承。南无大日如来，南无佛焰佛母，南无阿弥陀佛，南无莲花童子，南无莲生活佛。
Hello. Hello. Recite Padma Kumara mantra 7 times. Perform the visualization of the four immeasurables. Visualize to your left your father and the paternal relatives. To your right, your mother and the maternal relatives. Friends, teachers, and benefactors behind us. Enemies and karmic creditors in front of us, sentient beings all around us. Together practicing tantric dharma and ultimately attaining Buddhahood. Clap twice and snap your fingers to awaken the deities. Recite purification mantras and the deity mantra. Recite invocation mantra. We sincerely invoke our lineage root Guru, His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Namo White Maha Padma Kumara. Namo Lotus Light Self-Mastery Buddha. Namo True Buddha School Lineage Gurus. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Kala Chakra Heruka. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Kala Chakra Heruka. We sincerely invoke the main deity of Homa, Namo Kala Chakra Heruka. Namo Golden Mother of the Primordial Pond. Namo 5 Dhyani Buddhas. True Buddha School 8 primary deities. Namo Yamantaka. Namo Akalanata. 4 heavenly kings. Sma Bodhisattva. Rainbow temples, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities. All the deities enshrined at the True Buddha Tantric Quarters, at the Seattle Lechang Temple, and at the South Mountain Retreat. rainbow temples, mountain gods, earth gods, plant gods, wind gods, water gods, heavenly fire gods, dragon gods, all divinities as well as the city gods, to please radiate light and bless this Homa. Great homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas. Second to all Bodhisattvas. Third to all Herukas and Dhamma protectors. Visualize for position on the ground, Lily Samudra, fourth head bow. Great mandala offering from the offering mudra. Visualize the transformations of the offerings to become innumerable to fill the whole cosmic space. Make the offering above to the lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, the main deity of Homa, Namo Kalachakra Heruka, all Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, Dakinis, and divinities, and below to all sentient beings. Recite the offering verse and mantra. Mount Meru, four continents, and sun and moon transform into precious offerings for the Buddhas. May these wondrous treasures and merits purge our karma to all of our civilization. For fourth refuge, visualize our lineage root guru, all the lineage gurus, Buddha jewel, Dhamma jewel, and Sangha jewel to form bright white light to empower us. Reset the mantra. Armor protection, form Vajaklap's mudra, recite Vajapani mantra 7 times. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to perform blessings with mala. Inviting His Holiness Living Buddha Lian Sheng to set ceremonial demarcation to bless the registration forms, homa cards, and all the offerings items.
请大家起立，恭敬合掌。恭请法王圣尊。
Please rise and join your palms with reverence. And we are inviting His Holiness to perform the ritual of opening the Homa fire hearth, to lit the Homa fire, to make all the offerings, and to perform mudra transformations for purifications, enrichments, magnification, subjugation, and bridal deliverance. Please recite that mantra of Kala Chakra.
法王圣尊莲生活佛生法王座。
Soha. Soha.
Recite that mantras of impossible deities and incan Buddha Amitabha.
มานี้เป็นมีหอมปนโมลินโตลิงโสภาม哈哈哈为什么也手ภาม这里主理准皮手ภาม准巴拉ชาลังชาลาเยโสภามอาหอมเปจากุรุเปมาสิติหอมเสร็จอาหอมกุรุเปอาเฮสัสมาหา连生สิติหอมเดียธาเปคาจยาเปคาจยามาฮาเปคาจยาลาจาสมโมทะเดเหโสภาม南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。南无36万亿119,500同名同号阿弥陀佛。请大家纪念。
Please recite the supplication verse for the Guru Buddha to stay in samsara. I pay homage and supplicate His Holiness the virtuous and marvelous Tantrika. All Buddhas in the Buddha verses as numerous as grains of sand. Compassionate Bodhisattvas, Herukas, Dhammapalas, and Dakinis, protectors of Dharma. The three poisons are proliferating endlessly. Our body and soul are stricken, tumbling in the misery of perpetual rebirth. With great compassion, His Holiness descended upon this world to salve its deluded ones. The three jewels eminent wondrous light to provide refuge for all. All fortunate beings, humans and devas rely on His Vajra body for the bestowal of teachings, vows, precepts, empowerments, and attainments. We disciples of the Buddha plead that you stay in samsara to turn the Dharma wheel to benefit and give happiness to multitudes of sentient beings. The True Buddha Foundation wholeheartedly pray to the most precious lineage root Guru, living Buddha, Lien Sheng, and wholeheartedly pay homage to the main deity of Homa, Kalachakra Buddha. Please bless the year 2024 True Buddha School Prayer for World Peace event for its complete success. Let love and peace surround the world. Wishing for the year 2024 to arrive amidst blessing. Today is the last day of the year 2023. Looking back, the world experienced an unstable year with natural disasters, human-made, man-made calamities and wars. As the wheel of time is about to turn into 2024, True Buddha Foundation initiated a True Buddha School Prayer for World Peace event, praying that the new year, with Grandmaster's blessing, through good thoughts and prayers of True Buddha School temples, Dharma propagators and disciples, may the world be relieved of disasters and regain light. The True Buddha School's 24-hour global recitation of the great calamity relieving mantra continues to turn the wheel of Dharma. In this 24-hour mantra recitation, 3 hours of it coincide with Grandmaster's Kalachakra Heruka Homa. We pray to Grandmaster to dedicate the Kalachakra Homa and disciples' recitation for world peace. We pray to Living Buddha Lien Sung and Kalachakra Buddha to shine light and bless for world peace, cessation of wars and natural disasters. And may all sentient beings be free of suffering and happy. May all uphold the Buddha, a center of utmost bliss, repaying thoughtful generosity from above, aiding those in the three realms below. Upon seeing the Buddha, may we transcend life and death. Like the Buddha, may we liberate all. We wholeheartedly pray to the main deity of Homa, the Kalachakra Heruka. May the wheel of time bless and protect our lineage root Guru. May it crush all illnesses, disasters, and obstructions. Give away the worldly troubles and afflictions to bring a strong body, great health, and longevity, filled with great energy, high spirit with no care, harmony, love, respect, and fulfilled resources to live a long life in samsara, to turn the Dhamma wheel and guide sentient beings from then to be liberated from their freedoms. And may Sumo be happy, healthy, and always auspicious. Now we inviting His Holiness to perform the overall merit dedication. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Kalachakra Heruka Buddha. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, the fundamental teacher. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Kalachakra Heruka Buddha. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Kalachakra Heruka Buddha. Wholeheartedly we pay homage to Kalachakra Heruka Buddha. We pray that you bless us and radiate a bright light to guide the netherworld spirits to be reborn into the pure Buddha verses. We pray that you bless us with good health, all wishes fulfilled, strong spiritual commitment, calamities transformed into auspiciousness. We pray that the most profound inner wheel of chakra and the outer wheel of chakra and the union of both the special chakra, the wheel of time, can be attained perfectly. May we have attainment in the practice of inner, outer, and special wheel of time. And please bless us so that all obstacles, obstructions, and hindrances be completely eliminated. May the light of wisdom appear. May we have complete wisdom and perfect resources and perfect spiritual cultivation, perfect purification, perfect enrichment, perfect magnetization, perfect subjugation. Through the giant wheel of time, the turning of the giant wheel of time will transform everything into the wisdom of empty nature. Homage to Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, homage to Kalachakra Heruka Buddha, and gods in heavens, gods on earth, may be far from all calamities, may all calamities abandon us. Let all disasters turn into dust. Please bless us so the viruses disappear, the pandemic disperse, famine disappear, wars stop, natural disasters disappear. We pray that you bless us so that karmic illnesses disappear, bad affinities disappear, bad thoughts disappear. Recite 100 supplement mantra 3 times.
Ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mansa pecabhava mahasamaya sato ahom pei om peca sato samaya manupanaya peca sato tenupadicha ceco mi bawa suto kayu mi bawa sobo kayu mi bawa Anulato me pawa sawa siddhi me bodhayatha sawa kama sutame jitamu sriyan koro hom ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mansa pecabhava mahasamaya sato ahom pei om peca sato samaya manupanaya peca sato tenupadicha ceco mi bawa suto kayu mi bawa sopo kayu mi bawa anulato mi bawa sarwa siddhi me bodhayatha sawa kama sutame jitamu sriyan koro hom ha 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 ho bhagavan sawa tathagata pecamami mansa pecabhava mahasamaya sato ahom pei 做观想大礼拜100根本传
Great homage using visualization for student Guru and all Buddhas.
观想顶礼
Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Second to all Bodhisattvas.
观想顶礼
Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Third to all Herukas in Dharma practice. Visualize for procession on the ground, release the mudra. Fourth equality to all. Recite completion mantra.
Om Brim Om Brim Om Mani Padme Hum 让我们以热烈的掌声感谢根本上师法王。
Let's give the greatest round of applause to show our utmost gratitude to our lineage root guru for presiding over this Kala Chakra Homa fire offering ceremony.
圣尊莲生活佛。
Now let us join our palms with reverence, and together we are inviting His Holiness to bestow the precious Dharma teachings. First, let's pay homage to the lineage gurus. Homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Tsongkhong. Homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa. And homage to Master Dubdan Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. Homage to the main deity of Homa today. Kala Chakra Heruka Buddha. Sumo, Tanchen Katso, Tutan Siddhi, Tutan Kama. All Dharma masters, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma tutors, temple and center directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon. How do you do?
Hola amigo, ¿qué quiero mucho? Sukoi, ichiban, kimochi, chumi, yapi, purin purin, konnichiwa. 现在通知大家。
Now I would like to announce for next Sunday, January 7th, at 3 p.m. There would be Mahamayuri Homa fire offering ceremony. Mahamayuri. The sixth syllable, the mantra. The mantra. Om Moili Gelati Soha. The sixth syllable is mo. Mo. It's golden color. The mudra, two kinds of mudras. Inner clubs and outer clubs. This one is outer, and this one is the inner clubs. Mudra, two kinds of mudras. Of all the Vidya Rajas or wisdom kings, the most kind looking or good looking is Mahamayuri. And you can all read the Mahamayuri Sutra, then you would know. In Seattle, we have a mall. Oh, in Bellevue, there is a mall. Hmm? And the name of the mall is Mayuri. That means peacock in Bellevue. They especially sell Indian food. There is the era in India, which is the Mayuri era. And the king believed in Buddhism, so he built on his land. He built many sarira stupas, very tall, and the outer appearance looks like lighthouses. So he built many sarira stupas during the Mayuri era or dynasty, I suppose. Aryan? And in the Mahamayuri Sutra, Sutra, inside it, it was mentioned Mauryan, the empire. I heard that when peacocks eat poison, then the peacock feathers like this would become even more beautiful and radiant. That's why Mahamayuri is to cure illnesses, and he could eliminate all kinds of toxins or poisons inside our bodies. And Kalachakra I have talked about many times. And my own South Mountain retreat, above my head, my bed, there is a Kalachakra Tanka. Every night I would chant. Om Ha Kamala Valaya Soha. So while lying on bed, I would chant his mantra before I fall asleep. Kalachakra is embracing the youthful goddess or Viswamata. And we all know that Sakyamuni Buddha, when he was at the Grikuta, and he emanated a body to South India, the auspicious Miji or rice gathering pagoda, and transmitted or taught King Durjaya, who brought the teaching back to the Shambhala Pure Land. So Shambhala Pure Land has everyone at the Shambhala Pure Land practice Kalachakra. Most importantly, for Kalachakra, there's the inner wheel of time, which is the wheel inside your body, the inner chakra of time, and your outer environment is called the outer wheel of time. And when you combine the inner wheel of time inside your body, your own inner wheel of time, with the outer wheel of time, that's called the special wheel of time. And in Tantrayana, this is the small I merges with the great I. So the small I merges with the big I, or the merging of the practitioner with the yidam. The body merges, the body which is existence merges with the emptiness of the empty nature. And the merging of the false I with the true I. Our body is the false I to merge with the true I, true self. practitioner merges with the whole empty space or sky.
把你自己身体的融入
You merge your own body with the radiant or bright empty nature.
像十轮金刚是来消除
Kalachakra is to eradicate
空的所有一切的障碍。
all the hindrances and obstructions
它都有树叶
that to be merged with the space, because everybody has karma,
累世的业，
which is karma from many past lifetimes that are very difficult to eradicate.
修习了十轮金刚法
By practicing the Kalachakra Dharma,
的树叶，
you are able to
给它消除掉。
eradicate all kinds of karma from past lifetimes,
一切的障碍，
that to eradicate all your
你就能够
karmic retributions and hindrances.
智慧的空性，
By eradicating them, then you would be able to merge with the empty nature, with the perfect empty nature, with the wisdom of empty nature. When you're able to merge, then you would be eternal. You would eternally exist. If you cannot merge,
远的轮回，
then there would be eternal transmigrations or reincarnation.
所以十轮金刚法
So the Kalachakra Dharma or Tantric Dharma or Tantra is to eradicate each of our karma of many lifetimes, of all lifetimes,
色的是
past lifetimes.
业，就是业障、业报，
So karmic retributions.
累世的业报全部消除掉。
So to eradicate all karmic retributions from all past lives.
这一尊这个十轮金刚，
So this deity, Kalachakra,
就是消除所有的业障。
the Kalachakra's most important meaning is to eradicate all kinds of karma.
那孔雀明王可以消除我们
And Mahamayuri
各种病，
can eradicate all kinds of illnesses on our body.
消除业障，
So Mahamayuri and Kalachakra can eradicate karma, and illnesses are included as karma.
专门
And Mahamayuri especially to eradicate illnesses and toxins and poisons inside your body.
他说无毒一身轻，
We talk about that when you're free from toxins, then you're light and easy and good.
十轮金刚是说，你无
And Kalachakra says,
业障，没有
if you have no karma,
那么你就是活了。
no, then you're a Buddha.
有树叶，
When you have karma from past past lifetimes, then you're a mundane being. Once you completely eradicate all karma from all past lives, then you can become a Buddha. This is the most important meaning of Kalachakra.
维摩诘讲
Vimalakirti said
说法是很严肃的，
that giving Dharma teaching and expounding on the sutras is very serious, and yet you should also tell jokes.
配上了这个大家欢喜笑话，
So solemn, serious sutra exposition combined with light-hearted jokes, that would be the deed of a true bodhisattva.
大师
Someone asked the great master,
说世界上
Great Master, someone said that in the world, 99% of problems can be resolved with money. How about the remaining 1%? The Great Master replied, of course, to use more money. The teacher asked Xiaoming, Xiaoming, why are you crying? And Xiaoming replied, Teacher, because my mom is in the hospital and then my dad is at the police station. So the teacher said, oh, I feel sorry for you. Okay, you can take a day off and go home then. And after Xiaoming left, the teacher asked the students, anyone knows what happened at Xiaoming's house or Xiaoming's family? And the students replied, Xiaoming's mom is a nurse and his dad is a policeman. And the teacher said, call him back here. And the mom's gone to the hospital and dad's gone to the police station. Xiaoming is really smart. Xiaoming seems to be Reverend Lian Ming. Dad is very lazy. Every time he feels thirsty, he asks the little 2.5-year-old toddler to get some water. And the toddler was very obedient and always brought some water for him to drink and look at him while drinking it. And mom never said anything until one day the mom suddenly said and asked Dad, have you ever thought of what? Dad asked, and Mom said, in this house, your little baby, where can your little honey baby can take water from? It's the only place that he could take water. Think about it. There are two elderlies who've known each other for many, many years. And one day, the old man finally conjured up his courage and asked the old woman, are you willing to marry me? And she thought about it and then finally said, okay. And the next morning, the old man could not think what the old woman actually replied, so he called her. And then the old woman thought about it, and I think I said yes. And the old man was very happy. But then the old lady continued, good thing that you called me. I just couldn't remember who asked me, who proposed to me. A good thing that you called me today, otherwise I couldn't remember who proposed to me yesterday. Very forgetful. I think there's a joke about forgetfulness. An old couple were on the second floor watching TV. So the elderly lady told the elderly gentleman, "Could you please go downstairs and get me a bowl of ice cream? And please remember to put 2 strawberries on it." And the gentleman walked down, and the old lady asked, "Are you sure you don't want to take a note?" "No, that's very easy. Ice creams and 2 strawberries, right?" And so he walked downstairs. And after a while, he brought a bowl of noodles upstairs. And when the old lady saw that, "What? I asked you to add 2 eggs and you didn't." Both of them forgot. At old age, you're forgetful. So please forgive Grandmaster. Now on to the question and answer. A question from Malaysia by Lian Hua Yin Ting. Homage to Grandmaster. Grandmaster, what kind of mentality should we have in practicing the wealth deity Dharma? 1, for instance, after practicing the wealth deity Dharma, you go buy the lottery tickets or prizes. Then after doing it repeatedly, it develops into a gambling mentality. 2, can the practice of the wealth deity Dharma can bring advantage or influence one's regular income? So not through winning lotteries or prizes or gambling. But so the windfalls, like winning lotteries or finding money or going to Las Vegas or stocks. And 3rd, so other than buying the lotteries, how about playing the stock markets and engaging in the foreign exchange trading? Is that considered the primary earned income or gifted wealth? So foreign exchange, like currency exchange. I just said stocks is considered gifted income, and a foreign exchange too is not considered regular income. So wealth deity Dharma practice can benefit your regular income or earned income, of course. Because of your practice of the wealth deity, then your boss likes you and promotes you or increases your salary. That's all beneficial to your regular income. Give you good position, good assignments, and then you can earn more money. Then they all earn money or regular income. Of course, practicing the wealth deity Dharma can benefit the earned income. But after practicing the deity, the wealth deity, you go buy lottery tickets. Would that become the gambling mentality? Don't think of it as a gambling. You're just testing your lucks. And that's luck. It's not gambling. Use a little bit of money. Our Trubhuda school, there are many people in Trubhuda school who win lotteries. And we all know the first one who won was Dian Hua Somai, who used a little bit of money. How much was it back then? $5. He just spent $5 and he got 55 million US. Back then, that was quite a lot for US lottery back then. Then he quickly packed up and moved to where? To Seattle Lizang Temple. After he won the lottery, it was announced on the newspapers, on the media. So many people are standing around his house. All charitable organizations, relatives, neighbors, people that know or don't know them. All kinds of related or unrelated people all came to stay around his house. So they called the police to escort them to the Seattle Lizang Temple for a few months until they bought a house and then were moved. And they paid the bills, the utility bills. That was the first one. And afterward, there were many people who won lotteries. That's really true. So the wealth deity Dharma practice is useful. Those who wants or loves money, we teach them the wealth deity practice. And those who love sex, ask them the consort practice, teach them the consort practice. And those who love name and fame, then position, then to practice magnetizing Dharma like Guru Gule, Buddha Mother, and you would receive the love and respect of everybody and can resolve many problems, many things. Guru Gule, Buddha Mother. So Tantrayana has many Dharma practices. So this is going with the flow with sentient beings. It's the same concept as was spoken by Vimalakirti. Vimalakirti said that Buddha Dharma is very serious. But in order to go with the flow of sentient beings, we also have the wealth Dharma practices, dual body Dharma practices, magnetizing Dharma practices, subjugation Dharma practices. Those are all bestowed to fulfill the wishes of sentient beings. So this comply with what Vimalakirti said. So don't think of it as a gambling. So you just try out your lucks and spend a little bit of money, like $5, and try. Just don't think of it as a gambling. I often go to Las Vegas. No, not often. No, not often. Sometimes. I've gone there several times and saw disciples there who lost lots of money. So I drew a talisman for him and carry this talisman with you and try your luck again and gamble again until you regain all the money you lost, and then you stop and never to gamble again. And he listened to me, and sure enough, he won back all the money he lost. This happened once when I saw, and also I saw the 4 small girls from California, and we were waiting for the tour bus, and they played, what's that, blackjack. So they dealt the cards, so they were playing. And when I saw them, four great ladies, and I was just watching behind them, and I chanted, chanted what mantra? The mantra of Dorje Shukden. I chanted the mantra of Dorje Shukden, and chanted and chanted and chanted, and wow! With every dealing, the 4 great ladies won. They started out with just a few chips, and it became a small hill of chips, and they won every time. And they changed the dealer, the house, the dealers, and even the major. And about the 4 great ladies, they squealed very loudly that everybody in the whole casino came to take a look, to see what was the shrieking and squealing about. And there were hundreds of people surrounding the table watching. And every the dealer, I guess, I don't know what that's called, the person who dealt the cards, always lost. And they changed to another person and changed the deck of cards as well. And they collected the deck of cards. And then they used new decks of cards every time, and they still lost. And all the people gathered there to watch, and I was chanting the mantra of Dorje Shukden at the back. And they won every single time. Until the manager came and everybody came. And then the tour bus came. And I said, okay, stop. And they changed the chips into money and got on the bus. So chanting mantra has some use. And the Dharma sister Ying from Thailand, she has huge mouth, which means she eats all delicious food around the world. And she relied on Manohara Vasudhara. Every time she would hook. And every time she doesn't have to work for years now. The money that she hooked is more than the money she earned by working. So after she knows how to chant the Manohara's mantra, she always hook toward the sky every day by chanting the mantra. I kept chanting Haraya, Haraya, which is the name of Manohara Vasudhara, and kept chanting, and she hasn't worked for years. One time I saw her, she joined the dinner offering in Taiwan, and I asked her, are you still hooking and chanting Manohara? Yes, of course. 4 years, and she's still earning. She's still getting the prices. So there's a benefit in practicing Tantrayana. Just now I went to the night market, and then there was an elderly gentleman who is selling soy milk. So I sat there and eat something. All of a sudden there was a police officer who didn't say anything, and then took a fried bread and ate it, and the old gentleman did not say anything. And I really dislike this animal who bullies old gentlemen, so I punched him until he was on the ground. And the older gentleman was very anxious and said, are you mad? Are you sick? This is my son. So the police officer was his son. The Vimalakirti Sutra mentioned, although practicing the 5 roots, you still seek the Buddha's 10 powers. 5 powers, 5 powers. So the powers of faith, of diligence, of stability, of wisdom. So although you already have these 5 powers, the Buddhas have 10 powers. And you're not content by having 5 powers, you still train to seek the 10 powers of the Buddhas, and that would be a true Bodhisattva. Although practicing the 7 factors of realization, distinguishing the wisdom of the Buddha is a practice of Bodhisattva. The 7 factors involve wisdom, diligence, joy, peace, mind, stability, meditative stability. This can let you enter the deep path. The most important one, I think, is the meditative stability. Because we know that 3 non-leaking training is precepts, meditative stability, and wisdom. With precepts, you can generate stability, meditative stability, and in meditation, you would be able to gain wisdom. In Kagyupa, there are 4 stages. The first stage is the yoga of concentration. Second, the yoga of renunciation. The third, the yoga of one taste. The fourth is the yoga of no practice. Meditation, meditative stability, this branch of realization of meditative stability is extremely important because in meditation you would generate wisdom. You attain wisdom in meditation. In meditation, if you can attain the yoga of concentration, which is single-pointedness, which cannot be achieved by many cultivators or practitioners. And why? Because they have hindrances. Like we just now talked in Kalachakra, the hindrances. That's why you have to persevere in order to practice the stability. And without perseverance or persistence, you would not be able to practice the meditative stability. And you also need to practice the qi. When the qi moves, the mind also moves. When the qi is stable, the mind is also stable. So when you stop the breathing, only then the thoughts will gradually diminish. When you hold the breath, then you are single-minded, which is by holding the breath. That means you're single-pointed. This is very important. That's why Sakyamuni Buddha says, to focus on one point, then you can accomplish anything. And Lao Tzu says, if a person can be single-pointed, then everything is achieved. And this is the concept. So in the 7 branches of realization, meditation is extremely important. The rest are also important, but meditation is the most important. That's why cultivators or practitioners need to practice meditation, and we have to meditate every day. In my book number 300, returning to the rivers of stars, so the universe or the cosmos. It would mention about samadhi, that we need to enter samadhi, and we have to do it every day. That's a kind of method for meditation, and every cultivator should practice it. Any dharma would need it. Even in the 4 preliminary practices, that is also meditation. You continually repeating the same thing, like in performing prostration. That's being single-minded. So even in the great prostrations, it includes the breathing practice. When to breathe in, when to breathe out, and when the body is flat, and then to stand up, and then down and up, when to breathe in and when to breathe out. That's a breathing practice. When you perform this posture or action, you don't want to have any other thoughts. You just focus on performing your prostration. And you just visualize your yidam, that your altar is right in front of you. And you visualize your yidam performing the great prostrations. The 4 preliminaries, they are all training in single-mindedness, and that is meditation. So what is the samadhi of the yidam, samadhi of no thought, and what is the samadhi of samadhi? And I will explain it clearly. I am writing them in book 300. What's in the book are the methods of spiritual cultivation, especially starting from samadhi. Very important. 7 branches of realizations, or the 7 Bodhis, as part of 37 Eightfold Enlightenment. Once you enter samadhi, that is the Eightfold Noble Path. When you are amidst meditation, everything is right. Everything is right. Then there would be the Eightfold Noble Path. Then you have entered the the noble path. The 7 branches of realizations are the application of the Eightfold Noble Path, or the methods to enter the path. Then you would attain peace and ease. And what is that? No afflictions. And you would attain joy. Why? Because at such time, when the qi dwells, when you hold the qi, and lastly, when qi is opening the central channel, when qi is moving inside the central channel due to the friction of the qi against the channels, would generate joy and bliss, which is much longer and much more than the typical bliss between a man and a woman. The typical bliss of a man and a woman is very short. So we say that the worldly man and woman have their bliss is very short, maybe 5 minutes, 20 minutes at most, or some 30 minutes, and the longest one, some for 1 hour or 2 hours. But if you attain fruition in, like Grandmaster, with the strong and robust light drops that's non-leaking, then you can reach 3 hours. That's the meditation of desire and bliss. But you enter into true samadhi. So the time of the qi rubbing against the channels are very long. You can be blissful for 24 hours a day, or the whole day, morning and night. Then this is called the branch of realization of joy or bliss. If you have ignited the inner fire inside your body, what use is inner fire? It has great use. Let me tell you. The light drops of most people are turbid and dirty. All people are dirty. Their bodies are dirty, and your semen also dirty. Your blood is also dirty. They are yucky. Yucky. But because you have ignited your inner fire, and you burn the light drops and melt them, and to distilled from all the filthy parts, then it would become pure light drops. Most importantly, the light drops are divided into 3 stages: the turbid light drops, and the pure light drops, and the last one is the bright and luminous light drops. Bright, brilliant, radiant light drops. 3 kinds. At first, the light drops are solid. That's good, but that's still at the early stage. That's the turbid light drops. And then the inner fire burn the light drops to transform it into the pure light drops. That's important. When your light drops and inner fire can merge, then that would generate a light, and then that would be called the luminous or light, bright light drops. then you can merge with your yidam. You rely on the body, the light of your body to merge with your yidam. If you can merge into your light and your yidam, then that's the merging of purity with purity, of light with light. Then you can comprehend your past life, your present life, and your future life. Then you gain the transcendent power of knowing all lives. This is very important. So there are many transcendent powers. All 6 came from this. You melt your own body to become the radiant and pure self, then many wisdom will appear about the past, present, and future, about all your lives, past lives, and you can know clearly. And this is called the transcendent power of knowing all lives. And you can even see your own inside and outside. You can see everything very clearly. And this becomes the transcendent power of knowing minds or others' minds. You have proven your own light and the pure yang energy. And then you can go to the Pure Lands and Buddha verses, and that's the transcendent power of divine feet or soul travel. And you can see things that others can't see, the transcendent power of seeing, and you can hear the musics of the heavens. Amitabha, Buddha's harmonious, graceful sound. That's transcendent power of hearing. Celestial hearing, and then you can clear away all your afflictions, eliminate all your karma, and no attachments whatsoever. There will be the transcendent power of complete outflow. At such a time, you walk on the 8 kinds of right path, and that's called the Eightfold Noble Path. So what I'm teaching you today is extremely important. So how come you would have unobstructed wisdom? Like Vimalakirti has unobstructed or unhindered eloquence? Because he's already endowed with all 6 transcendent powers. He has unhindered wisdom. His light can illuminate or passes through everything, and that's the wisdom of the Tathagata. So, in the past, he was Jinsu Tathagata. And then was Vimalakirti, the lay Buddhist. After you attain the 7 factors of realization, you can also discern the wisdom of the Buddha and attain the wisdom of the Tathagata. That's the practice of a true Bodhisattva. Although practicing the Eightfold Noble Path delights in pursuing the limitless path of the Buddha is the practice of a Bodhisattva. Although you have attained the Eightfold Noble Path, you are all the same still delivering infinite sentient beings. And you can establish the pure Buddha verse. That's the conduct or practice of a Bodhisattva. Although cultivating the stopping and seeing practices to aid enlightenment, not falling into serene extinction is the practice of Bodhisattva. There are 2 kinds of stopping and seeing that can aid the path. but you're not in the lesser vehicle, because the lesser vehicle delights in entering into nirvana, extinction. That the bright radiance of my wisdom shines in solitary, but my body has gone into extinction. I don't deliver sentient beings. That's the lesser vehicle. A bright radiance, a soul bright radiance, bright and radiance, but they don't deliver sentient beings. So, if you're just shining your own light in solitary, but you don't deliver sentient beings, that's not a bodhisattva. But you still help sentient beings. We have some performances and show today, so I've talked too much. So what I have taught today, some are very important. The 7 factors of realizations, or 7 bodhis, and the Eightfold Noble Path I have talked about before in the past. And what caused you to obtain a joy or bliss, or the right path, the true and right Buddha Dharma. The Eightfold Noble Path is the true Buddha Dharma. And you've got to Sukhavati and you practice the 37 aids to enlightenment. And then ultimately, in the future, you will all become a Buddha. Huh? 这个是什么? Oh. No. So, right. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 哪一个 line group？
非常感谢法王圣尊莲生活佛精彩宝贵的法语开示，请大家把各自坐的椅子叠好，放在两旁，有靠背的椅子放在那个椅架子上，请大家要注意周旁你们两旁的同门不要互相相撞。还有要那个今天有表演者优先观礼。
So those who perform tonight can go through the empowerment first.
恭请师尊带领大家顶礼坛城。
The empowerment tonight includes the 7 practices of Kala Chakra Purva, the 9 stages of meditation practices, the practice on the fundamental meaning of Kala Chakra, the Kala Chakra shield, the sun and moon wheels of practice of Kala Chakra, the esoteric Raja chain, and the Kala Chakra precepts. Please remember during the empowerment to visualize the deity, form the mudra, and chant the mantra. Thank you very much. This ends the English interpretation today. Please remember to return your receivers.
(做观想大礼拜，1拜根本传承上师及诸佛，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心善引；2拜诸菩萨，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心善引；3拜诸护法金刚，嗡啊吽观想顶礼，回天心善引，是平等与齐手。恭请师尊以布道展视频接受众线上的众弟子感恩之心。
新年快乐！
真好。
阿弥陀佛。
新年快乐！
快乐 Happy New Year！
新年快乐！
I stay low。
终于击败。好，师母
快乐，新年快乐，
新年快乐！
在泰国想念你，
师母新年快乐！
指教逍遥，
师尊辛苦了，
你看万事如意，
好，
新年
师尊阿姨辛苦，南无你看，
快乐，
念师尊，感恩师尊，想念你，
I stay low。
辛苦了。感恩你，
真好，师母好，
新年快乐！
好。
新年快乐，师尊！新年呀！新年好！
想念师尊，马迪卡师尊吉祥，师母平安，身体健康。师尊，感恩师尊，谢谢师尊，
谢谢中线上的同门，下周见。谢谢师尊，谢谢中线上的同门，下周见。
新年快乐，快乐，
是的 ，Happy New Year，中线上的同门 ，Happy New Year，下周见。
数字999。
新年快乐，新年快乐，新年快乐，感谢师尊，
Happy New Year，Happy New Year。
Happy New Year，
大家好，
新年快乐。
好，没错，这是真的，
网络上的同门 Happy New Year，下周见。
师尊，感恩师尊，拜拜。
今天的灌顶有十轮金刚七大法、十轮金刚真实金刚觉法、十轮金刚禅定9次第法、十轮金刚本意法、十轮金刚盾牌防护法、十轮金刚日月轮法、十轮金刚金刚链不共大法、十轮金刚戒律。一会表演者请优先灌顶，要表演的同门优先灌顶。Missing one translate receiver, please return the translate receiver. Missing one, still missing one translate receiver, please return the translate receiver. 表演者的同门呢，要跟着你们的组员排队优先灌顶，灌完顶就马上去表演者跟着你们的组长，灌完顶就要到那个山庄的大殿，请给今晚的表演者优先灌顶。 恭请法王圣尊莲生活佛赐授十轮金刚七大法、十轮金刚真实金刚觉法、十轮金刚禅定九次第法、十轮金刚本意法、十轮金刚盾牌防护法、十轮金刚日夜轮法、十轮金刚金刚链普供大法、十轮金刚戒律含有皈依灌顶。 谢师尊。我们再次以热烈的掌声感谢师尊，谢谢师尊。我们一起跟师尊说 Happy New Year。